So here we are right in the middle of the deciding frame in the new Snooker Ladder, and we've got Tarek from Egypt playing against Albuquerque Bill from the United States. It's one frame all, and this is a final frame decider. At the moment we've got Bill on 33 points and Tarek on 21. Tarek at the table. Let's go down to the business end. Takes a pink and he runs a bit short there. He's either going to have to roll this in very slow if he wants to try and keep a potting angle on the pink, or run down for the blue. As it is, he does neither. So Bill should have a relatively straightforward red. Just wants to, well, it would have been better to kill the pace of that, to actually knock it in and just draw it back rather than just trying to roll it in. Mind you, it could have been awkward queuing. Now this is a simple stun shot. He could stun in between those two sets of reds. Again, no going for his shots 100%. Tentative. It was a relatively straightforward stun, and the target was in between those two sets of reds, and you would have been left on a red back into that corner. Bill's on a red. I think he just got called away for a second. But from what I can see here, the target has got to be right on that baulk cushion. Possibly somewhere over by the brown. That's what I think I'd be trying. Unless he can cut the red. Yes, he can cut the red. I never even saw that. I was too busy looking for safety. I think he can actually, I think he might be able to get to the potting angle of that black. Difficult to say. Trying to tuck him up behind the pink. Tarek's going to thin off this red. He's got to be careful he doesn't kiss into the red that's near the right rail. And I think he took his eye off the ball, hit the black instead, and that's not exactly the best thing to do when it gets to this stage in the frame. Bill's got an 18-point lead. Again, these cuts have proven difficult for Bill. Much more used to the 9-ball potting angles, but I'm sure if he played a lot more snooker, he would get it would become more sort of instinctive to read the potting angles. Tarek predominantly plays snooker, and I believe he likes a bit of billiards as well. 3 cushion, 4-ball caroms, things like that. Bill just struggling to get over the line here in this match. Tarek's on a Well, the last time I checked, he was in a 6. I think he was in a 6-match winning streak on the new ladder. That red's just going to creep out. The Bill doesn't need to do anything fancy with the cue ball, he just needs to pot this in. Nice firm stroke, and the cue ball back out into the middle of the table to get a choice of colours. And that looks as if it's going to finish nice on the pink. So that takes him to 12 in front. Pink will take him to 18. Just wants to draw this back a bit. And now he's in no man's land. He's either got a cut to the middle, as you can see, or a cut to the corner. But he thinks better of it and plays the right shot. Tries to get it safe on the baulk cushion. Getting behind the brown. Didn't quite make it. But Tarek's got a shot to nothing. Again, he refuses it. He thinks better of the situation. Looking to keep it tight. Of course, these balls are all out in the open, so it does mean that there's some good targets to get snookers behind. That's a good pot by Tarek. Hasn't quite get out far enough to make it comfortable in this green. Cutting this into a blind pocket. He's got to be careful he doesn't stun it in and going off, but he's decided it's too risky. He thinks a safety shot was a better idea. That looks pretty good, although he could be in trouble himself here. Can Bill get the potting angle in that green? Well, this is going to look good, I think. Yeah, you can just see an edge creeping out. And that's gone wrong for Tarek. He got that far too thick. Not only did he bring the cue ball back up the table, but the green as well, and he fell way short of where he wanted the cue ball. He wanted it on this cushion here at the end. And I think Bill's got very fortunate there. That ball didn't even get into the jaws, and now it's got Tarek in trouble. You've got to watch putting side spinning the cue ball off these rails, and even that shot, the cue ball just fired straight off the rail. Missed the object ball. Now it's getting to be a problem for Tarek. He's 20 points behind. We've got 25 in the table, so Bill just needs the green to leave Tarek needing a snooker. And once again the green creeps out, but Bill refuses it. And now every ball in the open. It's all down to Tarek to clear up to win the match. This is an awkward angle on the brown. He's going to leave a cut on the blue into the middle, and this is all about pace. No, he played that all wrong, played it with bottom on it. He should have just played a natural pot. Cue ball would have come straight back up the table for the pink, but he never accomplished the first part of the task. Sent the cue ball, the blue ball to the jaws. That's quite a good shot by Bill. That keeps it tight. So 13 points in it, 18 points in the table. This looks a bit firm. It's going to bounce, and that could be disaster for Bill. That cue ball's getting dangerously close to the middle pocket. Oh dear. And that's maybe going to turn into triumph for Bill. Maybe snatching victory from the jaws of defeat there. That's a bad mistake with Tarek. Oh dear. Now, interesting situation now. We've got Bill 63 points, Tarek on 45. 18 points in it, and only 18 in the table, so Tarek needs this pink, and he just needs to roll that in if he wants to leave a long pot to the right hand corner. But he's trying to get out for it, and he's played a much better shot, and he's got the little chip into the middle pocket. And so we have a tied match, 1 frame all, 63 points all. So we have a respotted black to decide the match. Now the way the professionals do it now is just cut the black ball off the back cushion here and onto the side rail like that. And what Tarek should be doing now is either cutting back off the black to this bottom rail, but that's a weak shot. I feel sure Bill's going to try a cut in this possibly. Oh sorry, Tarek. No. He prefers to keep Bill at distance, and that's a pretty good shot. Black's more or less back in its spot. But an easy safety shot here. Just roll the black onto the back rail, send it over to the side cushion, and leave the cue ball up there. But he's went for what the Americans call a bank shot, and that's that is a long shot. A very high risk thing to do in a snooker table. He might have thrown it away there. This is a nasty cut though. And it's there. So Bill had his chance, and Tarek continues his run with that black ball respot and wins the match by 2 frames to 1. Now let's have a quick look and see how that result changes the ladder. That's the actual match there, but that will be updated by just refreshing the page. and having a look at the current ladder standings, which hopefully will come up in a second. Right, there we go. So, Tarek, his run of wins continues. He's now lying in 9th position at the moment. This is just a new ladder, so it takes a while for the ladder to take shape once more people start playing each other. At the moment you'll get some strange guy 9ball.com at the top of the ladder, but that's a bit false because I think it's going a bit alphabetically in that way. He's played 3 matches, he's won 3, he's on 100% win ratio obviously. But you've got other guys down here, for example Bill, who's played 6 matches. He won his first match, but he's on a losing streak at the moment of 5. You've Steve-O UK, who has played 1 match, and he's won that match. So he's lying in 5th place. The strange thing is, you've got One Eye, who hasn't played any matches, but he's still sitting in 4th place. There are penalties for not playing matches. There's a 3-rung drop on this ladder. I think if you go 2 days without playing. So, still a lot more players could be added to the ladder. Not everybody's here during the week, a lot of people are at their work, so you might find more people sign up later on over the weekend as they know that there's a couple of new ladders open. So this one is the Snooker Ladder, and we also have, let's check this one out, we also have, we'll just go to the All Events tab and go to the ladders. So we have a straight pull ladder, which was set up a couple of days ago, and let's have a look at that one. Now again, this is only in its infancy. We've got 16 players on this ladder, and there's only been a few matches played, so it will gradually take shape over the next days and weeks as they go by. And so that again is another quick glimpse at VP4 Online, so that you know what you're going to get when you come online. Snooker table's tough, a big challenge, big learning curve, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Talk to you again soon.